Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Tuesday the 8th, and today was an absolutely gorgeous day outside. It started out, I think it got down into like the high 60s overnight, and got up into probably the low 80s, maybe high 70s today. Only real complaint was quite a bit of humidity, but it wasn't that big a deal. Had a handful of things to get done today. I woke up and it was like way too damn early for me. Like 6:30 in the morning, something I was up, and the dog wanted to go out a couple different times, so he kept kind of waking me up throughout the night and that, and the whole thing was just kind of a rough night there. Got up, had a handful of things, like I said, I got taken care of, and then tried to watch a little bit of TV, which is extremely rare for me. Virtually everything I watch is on my iPad or YouTube videos. I don't really watch much on the TV, on the actual TV itself. So I got this giant plasma that I virtually never watch. So end up watching it on the TV today, which ironically enough, it was on demand. I'm not sitting through commercials and that. It's just the chance to find a show that I want to watch that's on when I want to watch it is extremely rare. And then you add the commercials into that, not worth it. There's on demand. You can skip to what you want. All that makes much more sense to me. You can pause it if you need to get up, need to do something like that. Just much more sense in the whole long run. So ended up getting a couple things watched that I'd already seen. So I kind of realized 5-6 minutes in I'd actually seen them a long time ago, like The Mentalist, some old shows of his. Watched that. Ended up finding myself a couple cool things to watch. That went pretty well. Got on the computer. Got a handful of orders I needed to get taken care of. Got those wrapped up and done. Ended up getting a call fairly early today saying the fact there was a business in town they bought a couple of lots a few blocks from me. They tore down an old building that was there, and they were going to put up a new building to kind of start like a general store, selling everything from hanging baskets to basically handmade furniture to some baked goods, produce, all that kind of stuff. And I was pretty excited about the whole concept. The city came in and said no, even though it was a business that the building was there he'd bought, and it's been a condemned building for the last decade, probably at least, and nobody ever done anything with it. They now are telling him it's not it's not zoned commercial. It was residential only. So he had to go in front of the city council to get an easement to build the building, all that kind of stuff. And I was really kind of pissed off because this thing is a disgusting pile of just trash that sat there forever. They never bothered cleaning it up. They never kept on top of it and that kind of thing. To the point where they finally went ahead and he buys it within like a few hours. He gets conversation from the city council, like the zoning enforcement, saying, "Hey, you need to clean up this condemned piece of shit." And I'm like, "You've had decades to take care of this, and you haven't done anything with it." This dude literally just bought it. He spends a ton of money cleaning it up, getting leveled lot, everything all good. He's actually now bought the building to the north of these two lots that he has. He's going to tear that house down and make a parking lot for the business. It's a condemned, or not a condemned. The house is lived in, but must have been by some fairly big dirtball type things because that house looks wretched. I don't live in a mansion by any means, but that house looks wretched. So he's got that all done. I went up to the city council. Actually, I told my neighbor, who's always paying attention to the Facebooks and the newspaper and all that kind of stuff and all the gossip around the area. He called and told me that the meeting was today at 5:30, so I definitely wanted to be there. I went for my run early, got that all taken care of, ran over to the meeting, was able to basically speak a few different times to kind of explain to the city council about how stupid they'd be not to give the guy the permission, because right now he's already spent a ton of money. It's making our town look a lot better. It's on a main highway. It's the main one of two roads, and it's a road that leads towards Walmart's where it's at. So it makes so much more sense to have this guy here. Went ahead and kind of spoke a couple times. There was one guy there, the father of the church across the street. He was there and he was claiming to not be against it. He says he was kind of for it, but then he gave like 20 reasons why it would be a bad idea. So he didn't have the Stones come out and go, "I'm opposed to it," which I hate people who are the two-faced backstabbing type thing. If you're for it, be all for it and tell us why. If you're against it, be all against it and tell us why. Or even to say, "I'm against it for these reasons." But other than those reasons, I see no reason why it can't be. Don't say, "Oh, I'm all for it," and then give us 20 reasons why you don't want it to be there. So I actually don't think I was supposed to, but I spoke up a couple more times after that, kind of basically debunking his against the father. And the guy was a bit of a dick. I didn't like his attitude about it. He's like, "I gotta look out my window and see this new commercial building from my office," and I'm like, "Okay, how about we put the garage back up then? That since that was such a beautiful view for the last decade of this condemned building that they never done anything with." And then he shut up and he didn't really respond to that. Didn't have anything to respond. So the city council voted all but one for it, and the one lady voted against it. And I talked to some guys afterwards on the state council, and he said that she votes against everything. She's like, no matter what, she votes against it. Why she's even there, I have no damn clue. Like, she's just a shitty person. She really is. She's in the real estate business herself, and they think it's because, especially with these ones, the building was sold as a residential, which is worth less money than a commercial building, and had they had it zoned commercial, they could have sold it that way. They might have got more commission out of it. Although this building was like $7,500. We're talking, that's what I think the asking price was. So you might have got it for like $5,000. I have no idea. So let's say it was zoned commercial. She could have got it for about like $7,800, $8,000. Gives a damn. It wasn't even her property. And they said one of the last ones they did, trying to get changed from residential to commercial variants on it. She actually was trying to sell the guy a different lot in town that was listed through her, which I thought is completely unethical on so many levels. Had I been there, I would have spoke up and bitched about it. But I wasn't there. It's just hearsay to me, but from another sitting, council member. So it kind of makes me wonder, maybe I might stop in there and kind of play local politics a little bit more and kind of just check in on that kind of stuff and see how they're doing. 'Cause it was a, I don't know, it was a screwed up deal. But hopefully in the next 2 or 3 days, they'll have the paperwork all figured out. They think within 3 weeks of breaking ground, they'll have the building finished, and they just have to go and decorate the inside, get all their stuff, and go from there. So I went ahead and gave you my information. I make vinyl stickers, graphics, that kind of thing for signs. Hopefully get a hold of me. And I told them, I said, if you want somebody to help, give you a different outlook on it, call me up. I'll give you my opinion. I'm full of my opinion. I'm an expert on my opinion. Nobody knows my opinion better than me. And I might look at it with a little different eye to give you a different concept into this. I played retail for a decade plus on my own business. It was very successful in the process. So definitely something like that's kind of a little thing to do to kind of have a little different thought on how things can go. So other than that, headed to the store, got my grocery shopping done. They've got the 30 cents off at Hy-Vee with the gas saver thing. If you spend $30, it was always Wednesdays, now it's Tuesdays. So I went and knocked it out. Talked to a girl that's wanting to get into some running, some training that. She's doing RAGBRAI, so she's hoping once that gets finished, she'll feel like doing some more running after that. So hopefully that happens. But other than that, that's all I've got for today. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.